Nightmare mode and Back for Blood can easily be beaten with two things, one of which is speed, and the other is explosives. What I'm going to show you here is me completing 4 levels in Nightmare mode, with this, probably 20-minute video. The first one is going to be me using speed, and the other ones are going to be me using explosives and also speed. So let me click play here, and you can see what I experienced. It completely changes the game. It makes it feel almost too easy. It's weird. I don't know how I think about it yet, how I feel about it. I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below.
Oh, shut up. You technically do.
But I was playing with a couple other people here, and I became so enlightened as to really all you need to do to beat Nightmare mode. It's silly. So on the clog level here, all you really need to do is run past everything. Nothing can touch you.
Oh, he's way back there. Oh my god. Here, give up.
Some of you may fall behind, but that's okay. That's the sacrifice I'm willing to make. Good old Lord Farquaad. But if everybody has speed, one person's aggroing everything, and everybody else can just run behind everything because the zombies are so distracted. No challenge at all. It's like they don't even know I'm here. And there's only a certain amount of zombies that can spawn, both mutations and regular ridden. In fact, what you'll see here shortly is that I am going to run right next to a tall boy, and it's gonna die. Because you break the game. Bosses will also die.
Yeah, I don't know what.
The hag dies if you run past her too fast.
I took like 3 hits from a bruiser.
And ta-da! That's the level.
Well, I wasted my fight now.
Sorry if you want it. Imagine dying on this mission.
There you go. That's all there is to it. Now, let me show you 3 more levels in Nightmare mode. Now I'm going to show you the last 3 levels of Act 2 in Nightmare mode. All very enemy-heavy levels. But that's okay. All you really need to do is buy a bunch of grenades and run around real fast. And just throw the grenades at things. And you can kind of see the deck here. I just have a ton of speed cards. I'm not even, like, when we were doing this, I wasn't even really trying to build out optimally for this. I was just like, I'm just going to throw everything fast in my deck and see what happens.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Just want to see how fast you can go.
Okay. Yeah, I got Bomb Squad, yeah.
So what you'll see here is I cut out the area where we just buy a bunch of grenades and move them over because that just takes like 2 or 3 minutes. And then after the level starts, it takes like no time at all. But we have a bunch of grenades stashed at the gate there. And all we did was like take them from here and then bring them over to the gate. And this is the level where it's called Heralds of the Worm, right? So this is the level where the ogre spawns and all the tall boys, and pretty much they throw the whole kitchen sink at you. Doesn't matter though. In fact, there's only 3 of us here to throw grenades. We could have had 4 people. Oh, there we go.
Oh my god, my grenades went out right away. Oops.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to get on the minigun, and I don't even have time to get on the minigun because we destroy the ogre too fast.
Oh my god.
There's still so many nades, dude.
Pick them up, I guess.
That's just this level.
There's 5 more nades.
I got 4.
Pretty much the whole game can be played like this. I would say maybe the very first level of the game can't because it's a little tight, so you don't have as much room to move around and you don't have all your speed cards. But outside of that, you can just run past everything. Pretty much the whole game. Just ignore everything and blow it all up. Look it, they can't touch us. We're too fast. Isn't this crazy? This is Nightmare mode. This is the hardest game mode in the game. And there's nothing that the game can do to us because all we're doing is running speed cards and then running away. It's as simple as that.
Why do they explode with electricity? It's because I have Bomb Squad on.
For team and caps, man. Like, you can't keep them alive.
The other 2 players I was playing with are Genex and Deadlier J.
They didn't count the entire time.
And they have both already completed Nightmare mode. So they know what they're doing. And again, all you gotta do is run around and throw grenades. And then after we drop a bunch of grenades off of the balcony here, kind of like what you're seeing here, all we need to do, again, is run around and throw grenades at things. I even mess up, and we have a bot. and things were fine.
found a purple
I don't know how
stone.
many of them are running Bomb Squad. I know I was. I think at least one more of them is, maybe 2 of them.
There's a pistol over there with a gold one.
And just take all your money that you earn and just throw things at things or blow things up like that.
Oh, I want to know if he's going to climb up here.
Now, I don't know what y'all think of these levels if you consider them hard. But again, this is on Nightmare mode. And you can see this all on twitch.tv/swingpoint. This is where we live streamed this. You can see people chatting.
Well, I'm ready.
And a lot of people were like, I don't know
Oh,
how this
zombie
makes
climbed
me
up here.
feel.
Right behind you.
It makes me feel weird about the game. Because you can just run past everything. You don't need to acknowledge anything. The only thing that can really mess with you are spitters and hawkers.
Ow.
That's about it.
Oh, I just closed. I'm going to drop down now.
And honestly,
Unlike Cal. Oh, it's
like
so
I
nice.
mentioned
also have
before,
other stuff going on here. Like I got a bunch of speed.
we're
cards
not even
now.
really
So
being that
Flashbang
optimal
is
here.
like
Like the
once
way
and
you would
just
probably
sit
want to
around
play this
something,
is take all your grenades and then
What's the
On that
flashbang
breaker.
do? Just keep him from moving around.
run them over to the other side of the map and use the minigun.
Debuffs him of what?
But we had so much money here that all we did was just throw a lot of grenades rather than using a minigun.
Oh, really?
Flash him?
Yep.
And I guess flashbanging him debuffs him. That's what they were telling me.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, look at that. This is a nightmare ogre.
Wow.
Alright. There he is.
Breaker on the right.
Yeah, I think a stinger gets me,
Oh, I
or a
got
hawker
hawk.
does.
Oh, I'm down. Damn.
Oh, where is he? Oh, he is.
And we ran through the entirety of Act 2,
Flash.
and I'm currently sitting on the last
There you
3
go.
levels of Act 3. Just by running through Nightmare
so
mode.
silly.
And I think later tonight, I'll probably try it again, and then I'll probably beat Act 3, and then probably also beat Act 4 just by running around stuff. So what I kind of want to do is I want to eventually do a run where maybe we limit certain cards, or you're not allowed to go full speed or something like that. I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about it yet. But currently, this is what they have set up in the game. You can just run past everything. I don't know if this was what they wanted, if they wanted people to be able to speed run like this, but it's absolutely what an increasing amount of players are doing. Is they're just
What
running
are we
away.
supposed to do with that minigun? Like, we can't run. The shit spawn.
Oh, wait, did we already beat the breaker? I wasn't even.
It's just there,
Did I
man.
just miss that? There's supposed to be a breaker there.
I'm glad
And then for the final part,
I think it's not good for the game.
yeah, we were talking about this. Like, what do you think about this for the health of the game? I'm like, I don't know if it's good for
Oh,
it.
is this the one with the snitches? I can't remember.
But yeah, this is the final part of Act 2.
Can we just like split and blow them all up and then game's over real fast?
Kind
Yep.
of. Yeah.
I
Man,
don't
boy.
think they all spawn in. Don't we like
They
three
do.
spawn
They
at a
do.
time or something?
They do as long as we take a while to kill them.
So you can see all my cards. It's just like speed, 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 use speed, speed. So then we buy a bunch of grenades, get them all set up, and what you'll actually see here is a strategy for this, where you buy a bunch of stuff, and then you just bring it over to the church, you lay it down in the church, and then you use it to pull up the breakers, and
Just
then
start busting
the
them all
level's
down?
over.
We're gonna fortify
They
them.
get,
So,
they get triggered when we shoot them as well.
again, I really want to see
Like,
what you
this
guys think in the comments down below of this.
Card is we can't kill them.
Because
when we kill them, they trigger right away.
I've seen a whole gamut of
So,
reactions.
We'll just
Some
say
people
the
say,
church
well, win's a win.
die
If this is how it's in the game, then that's cool. Other people are like, well, it feels a little cheaty. It's like, it doesn't feel like this is the way the game is meant to be played. And then there's a bunch of stuff in the middle about how people feel about it. Personally, where I'm at is I don't think they meant to have the game played in a way where you just skip past everything. But I also am of the opinion that
Got a free flashbang.
there's a element to Nightmare where you just need to be able to run. That is a very big deal in Nightmare because you lose the war of attrition in Nightmare mode because there's just
flashbacks to
too
the
much
diner.
stuff that
Dude,
spawns.
the diner was fun though.
So by running past it, you don't have to deal with that economical war. You just
Friggin' like what
Ignore
was
it.
20 green barbs.
so I don't know. I don't really know if there is a balance that I would deem as
Did you?
correct. You know, it's just people are gonna do what they want. I just don't think that Turtle Rock meant it to
Did
be
the same thing with the bar.
this easy just by running past everything. I don't think this was meant to be played this way. Did they know about the ability to play this way? I feel like they would have to,
Flashbang.
but
If I can
I don't
save you
know.
quick enough, I can give you
That's why I
25.
really want to see what you guys think. But what I'm doing here right now is I'm just letting you guys see like what this setup process looks like. I didn't do that in the other levels because it was, you know, minutes wasted on the YouTube video here. But I want you to actually see what this process looks like where we take stuff, we move it, and you blow stuff up. And
Let me loot the cemetery.
it's very effective.
So what's the plan here? Are we splitting up and getting all of these dudes, or are we staying in the church? How does this work?
I'll be down to try to kill 3 at once.
And I mess up a lot here, and everything's
yeah, I mean,
fine.
the hordes won't stack higher.
I mess up a lot right here. Who cares? On top, like, and there's other things that I came to discover while we were doing this, like share the wealth stacks. So all 4 of you can run share the wealth. So that makes it so you can ignore picking up
alright,
copper.
I'll kill the one on me.
I'll get this one over here.
I got one right
I'm
now.
good. W color.
You can stack up
Well,
your
mine's gonna take a bit.
other
I don't have
grenade
anything,
things to
so
make it so you have a ton of
ready.
offensive items.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, I messed up bad here. Almost died.
Thank you, Evangela. Shot up with me. Little trooper.
Ta-da.
That's the last one.
I'm running Bomb Squad
Oh, we're both breakers
as a grenade
already.
card
Watch
just
for
to
the
make it
breakers
so
there.
I have stronger grenades. And that's good enough for me, I guess.
Graveyard duty, yeah.
Oh, by the way, with
It's
the
fine, no,
with the
we're safe in here this
breakers,
time.
you can run so fast in this game that you can make the breakers sandstorm or bug storm, whatever you want to call it, the swarm storm, not even touch you. You can be in the swarm where you should be taking damage, but if you ran so fast, once the breaker first spawned, you can actually outrun the swarm and have it not hurt you at
Already
all,
flashed.
which is crazy.
Flashed again. There we go.
That's it.
So much easier than the first time. Oh man.
We didn't have
That's
to,
all
we
she
didn't have
wrote.
the storm in here this time.
So what I think, perhaps a way to get the best of both worlds here is to allow people to be fast, but then on harder difficulties where you get bosses almost all the time, I feel like if all of the bosses had like a swarm mechanic to them, one that worked and didn't bug out, if they all had a swarm mechanic to them and you had to deal with the boss, that would put an end to the speed running right away, but also allow people to have speed when they need it. I don't know. I don't know if that's really the best way to go about it. I don't know if they should do anything about it at all. I just wanted to let you guys know about it because what I'm already starting to run into is this clip right here. Let's see here. Hey, we got a new one. What do you play, Elite? Oh, wow.
These are just 2 run maps. You literally just run through these. Playing these legitly is awful.
Is that what you do when you play this? Is you just run?
Only on the maps that are bullshit.
Are you going to do that? Are we going to not have you? Are you just going to run away from us?
I'll just leave.
I'll just leave.
So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you learned anything. Let me know how this makes you feel about the game and what you feel like you can't unsee. And keep in mind, we stream just about every single night on twitch.tv/swingpoint. Links in the description down below. I'd love to see you guys over there. We've been doing viewer games for this game. And with that, please consider subscribing. You guys are the best, and I'll see you in the next video that we do around here.